What would you do if you found out that the true reason why you are paying expensive prices at the grocery stores is actually none of the reasons that Mr. Donald Trump has been telling the American people? What would you do if you realize that the sole purpose of you being taxed high amounts because Donald J. Trump started a trade war with the world is really none of the reasons that this guy has given us? Hey folks, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This Will My Take, where the headlines meet real talk. How you guys doing, folks? It's Tuesday, a beautiful day out here, a great day to start all over, and I hope that you're doing your best and putting your right foot first. Folks, I wish you all the best. Now, before we do get started talking about this issue, I would like to beg on you to think about helping the platform out. And the only way you can do that is actually hitting that subscribe button, smashing that like, and turning on your notification so that whenever I do drop something, you will be notified the first. I appreciate you doing that, folks. Now, I want us to talk about Donald Trump and his trade war to every country on earth. Yes, you notice that ever since this man came into office, he has been going after the world economy. He has been taxing and placing tariffs on every country around the world. Now, I know that for some of his supporters, whatever this man tells you, you believe it. But I will say this, folks, we need to thread with this guy with caution, because whatever this man does is actually transactional. This man never does anything for the benefit of all the people, except you are in his gang of thieves. And when I say gang of thieves, I'm talking about the rich elites. Now, folks, we have heard all types of contradictory reasons why there is supposed to be tariffs, or why Trump is placing tariffs on these countries around the world. The first one that this man made us understand was, it's a contradictory thing, which I don't see how it functions today. He first said that he wanted to stop drugs coming in from Canada, and Mexico, and China. Yeah, remember the whole fentanyl storyline? Yes, that doesn't hold water anymore. And then this man moved to I want to reduce America's trade deficits. Like, people are taking advantage of America and so on and whatnot. And then he said, the third reason that he's playing tariffs on some of this countries, especially Canada, is because Canada didn't want to become the 51st state. You remember when he said that Canada should become? That was all BS, and we all know that. This man also, when I talked about, we are going to tax any person, or we are going to levy tariffs on any person that is doing business with somebody that we do not like, aka Russia. And then he talks about we want to bring back the American manufacturing, blah, 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 blah. Folks, let me tell you this. The true reason that this man is putting tariffs and levying tariffs on countries around the world is none of the above that I just told you. Everything I just said, Donald Trump has been dabbling and fumbling back and forth, giving us all these weird reasons why he's supposed to tax a country. But folks, there's good news, because unlike this man's administration and unlike this guy, there are actually people that actually go in and do research to find out the real purpose of this man's action. And recently, the Washington Post just released internal emails, folks, from the U.S. Department of State, showing the real reason why Donald J. Trump is actually levying tariffs on some of these countries. Mind you, some of these countries were our good and close partners. For example, Canada and Mexico. This man didn't care. And then you just start wondering, like, why would a man launch a trade war against the world? But folks, I had once said it on this same platform that Donald Trump is in office for his second term because the rich, the billionaires, those who have a lot of money in the bank, they actually bankrolled this man's campaign. Yes, we know one of such person, Elon Musk, which we all saw, and their relationship just saw in front of our eyes, and the back and forth tantrum like two cheerleaders arguing over a football player. But folks, this release of these internal documents showed the truth of this Trump's whole mess. And let me tell you this, folks, the whole reason Mr. Trump is actually levying taxes tariffs on this country, that country, is because he wants to make more money for himself, and not just himself. He wants to give the best deals to some of his billionaire friends. I'm going to read for you some portions of the released internal emails, and one portion of the leaked documents detail efforts to pressure the African nation of Lesotho. Yes, we all saw that and we're like, why Lesotho though? But now we are soon starting to realize that Donald Trump threatened this country, this small country, with a 50% tariff rate to grant renewable energy company One Power a 5-year without tax exemption for it to develop an energy grid development project in that country. So this man's buddies of a One Power renewable energy company just reached out to Trump like they're not trying to play ball. So this man like, I'm going to slap a 50% on him. Other secret objectives of Trump's trade policy, I'm reading, folks, according to the document, include pressuring countries on China's border to develop stronger military ties with the United States, matters involving foreign United States military bases, and perhaps one that has become more well-known, pressuring India to halt its purchases of Russian oil. We remember that he came on a couple of days ago and said he was going to add another 25% tariffs on India because India is somehow buying Russian oil. And folks, this is the kicker though. America also buys oil from India. America also buys Russian oil. And America also trades with Russia. So try to hold India like, oh, you have to do this, stop buying Russia oil. This is just a camouflage of this man. We all know that he's a criminal. Let me keep reading through. The supplemental objective of Trump's tariff policy, one employee of the State Department said, sent shockwave through the government. This document sent shockwave through the government, the employee said, speaking with the Washington Post on the condition of anonymity. This isn't normal how it works. I've said it again, that folks. The damage that this man is causing this country, we are going to take decades to fix. This man knows nothing but getting rich. He could care less if his buddies, 5 of them are rich and the whole of America is poor. Now your prices at the grocery stores will go up exponentially just because this man is levying tariffs on countries who do not want to play ball with either him or his circle of friends. Folks, I'm going to leave this vlog by asking you, do you think this is normal? Do you think that this is really normal? Are Americans going to wait when it is like too late to act? Isn't it time for us to rise up and just hit the streets and do exactly what we have to do to get this convicted sex abuse, rape felon out of office? That's my time, folks. This world is complicated, but we'll keep talking about it. Stay blessed.